No. It's not a malt liquor review, but there is some malt involved, and that's actually surprising coming from a whiskey from Ireland, of all places. This is Connemara Peated. That's right, you heard it right. Peated single malt Irish whiskey. I think it's actually the first modern age Irish whiskey that is actually peated. It's from the Hougly distillery, which is the independent one in Ireland, not owned by the big boys, not one of the big monopoly conglomerate fuckers who make just about everything in Ireland. It says here, Connemara, a wild, rugged region of the west coast of Ireland, is an area of breathtaking beauty. For centuries, local distillers created a unique style of whiskey by drying malted barley over peated fires, giving it a distinctive smoky taste. Over time, this ancient tradition slowly disappeared until the creation of Connemara Peated Single Malt. Inspired by Ireland's ancient distilling traditions, Connemara's smooth, sweet taste and complex blah 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 blah. Don't need to know that. But the cool thing here is, yes, it is a single malt. It is not triple distilled. It is only double distilled. So it's not like your standard Irish whiskies where they're triple distilled to the point where a lot of them lose a lot of body and flavor. So this one should still have some body to it. I guess they have like a whole like little range of whiskeys they put out under this name. Some of them are different strength. Like there is a cask strength version of this floating around somewhere. This is the 40%. I'm assuming probably also chill filtered. Unfortunately, but still, just a peated malt, a peated single malt from Ireland, got me excited. $59.99 at the NSLC, so that's not a bad price. It's not too bad. I actually bought it today because it was on sale, $4 off. So it was like, fuck yeah. Hardly ever do you see that many dollars off on a whiskey sale. They also have Lefroy 10 for like $4 or $5 off, which I'm gonna have to grab next payday. But yeah, so product of Ireland. I don't know how long this is matured. They don't give an age statement, unfortunately. Although I think they do have like a 12-year-old floating around as well. I think that's their cask strength one. And they use different casks. They use like sherry casks and stuff like that. In this case, I think they use American bourbon. Let's see if they say on the bottle here. Fucking great bottle, by the way. I love that bottle. That is a sexy bottle. Let's see if they say here. They do not. And it's imported by Kilbeggan. I reviewed a Kilbeggan. I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that they do use American oak for these ones. So for this expression from the range, anyway. So let's get a little dollop in there. I'm excited. I'm actually really excited to try this. Ever since I first saw it in the NSLC, it really piqued my interest. An Irish whiskey I might actually fall in love with. So, I'm going to say it is caramel colored. It looks a little too dark, especially with no age statement, so I'm assuming it's fairly young whiskey. That looks a little dark. Just a teeny bit. That's disappointing, but what can you do? Some nice legs going on there. Beating down, nice little streams. Looks nice. Looks kind of viscous. So we'll go right to the nose. Ooh. It's amazing more Irish distillers don't use peat at this point. I mean, most of Ireland is peat, is it not? It just seems like a natural thing for them to do. Getting a lot of floral heather notes on this. A little bit of honey. And in the back there's this big woody waft, peat, earthy, nice earthy peatiness in there. It's not an intense punch you in the face peat like Islay. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm digging into some super death-defying, bring back Cthulhu, destroy the world kind of peat attack here. It's a little, it's almost subtle in a way, but there is a noticeable nice peat smell there. It's not particularly smoky or phenolic. It's much more earthy, but man, it smells really nice. There's enough sweet notes backing it up here, but they don't seem like the traditional sort of more grassy Irish whiskey notes. There seems to be a bit more depth to them, and they definitely seem more on like a Scotch whiskey sort of side of things, more heathery, floral. Some slight like tree fruit kind of things like pears, just a little bit in there, but I'm getting a lot of wood and peat now as I smell on it more. It's almost dominating the nose at this point. Not getting any sort of sting on the nose. 40%, didn't really expect it. So yeah, we're going right to taste. Cheers. Oh, nice. Oh, I might have just found my favorite Irish whiskey. Man, for a whiskey that is most likely chill filtered, most likely caramel colored, and dumbed down to 40%, that has an awful lot of body on it. That is almost syrupy in the mouth. It starts off with more of a heathery, honey, slightly white fruit taste in there. Immediately deadens into this woody, damp campfire, peaty thing. Finishes long and dry. Again, the difference here between the peat in this one is it doesn't have like the Islay whiskies, like Ardbeg and Lefroy and ones like that. It does not have that big medicinal iodine note. It does not have those big sea salt, salt water, driftwood washed up on the beach kind of things going on in it. It's a more reserved, peaty note, much more earthy. Again, I'm getting a lot of like ashy dampness to it. It's not as complex as a Lefroy or an Ardbeg or a Lagavulin, something along those lines. And it doesn't have to be. There's a few nice little simple notes going on here, and they're all really good. They all work together really well. The finish on this, I really, really like it. I really do. And now I'm going to put a few drops of water in it here, real quick. I know this is going long, but, you know, fuck it. If you don't like it, don't watch. That should be enough. Just a few drops just to see if it opens it up any here. So, yeah, that is indeed chill filtered. Not getting any cloudiness or anything in there. It's unfortunate. I really want the really want the cast strength of this now. Holy crap! The body and the flavor I'm getting out of this one, the cast strength version of this must be awesome. Man, because there's a lot of body on this 40%. Oh man, I love the finish on this. The finish is everything I want, almost. Like I said, it lacks the the seashore sort of taste. It lacks the big smoky taste of the peat. It lacks the iodine medicinal qualities of peated Scotch. But what it does have is really nice subtle, woody, damp ash, earthy peat. Just, oh man, that's a beautiful finish on that. And there's like no sweetness at all in the finish, which I really like. Okay, so we'll go right to the aroma here again, just real quick. The water in here. Interesting. The water, as I kind of expected, it opens up the more lighter fruit character to this. There's almost like a menthol, very slight menthol kind of thing going on in the background now. Right to the taste. Yeah, the putting water in this is interesting. Ooh. Man, that is really good. Putting water in it, a few drops of water, just gives you more of the initial more of the initial flavor, the fruitiness, the heather, honey, that sort of thing. It just lingers a bit longer, and it follows along with the finish a little bit longer. Oh man, that's really good. There's no alcohol taste in this at all. The 40% is just totally masked. It's dead. Like the body on this is so good, it just totally submerges the alcohol, just holds its head down in the water and drowns it. I'm getting a little bit of warmth going down, and that's it. This is great. This is so good. I'm even getting like slightly chocolate notes in this now in the finish. I think that's what the water added. Man, Connemara. I'm gonna be buying more of this. I think next paycheck I'm gonna pick up one or two more of these because this is really good. It's incredibly drinkable, incredibly smooth, but great body, great flavor, great complexity on it. It is not an Isla again. Do not be mistaken. This is your This is a better introduction to peated single malts than your single malt or your peated blends, where usually I'd say go for Johnny Walker Black or something like that. No, do this. This is a way better introduction to peated Scotch. Nice little stepping stone, and it's a excellent whiskey on its own, man. Very impressed. Very impressed. Connemara peated single malt Irish whiskey. Oof. I'm giving it an A. That's how impressed I am with it. Alright guys, you be good. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.